So in order to start the tall tales, the original ones, you need to come down here to your quest table and put down the original tall tale and vote on it. The first one is called the Shroud Break. So you just turn, look at the table, tall tale, Shores of Gold, the Shroud Breaker, start tall tale. Now you can either sail the location or dive the location. I prefer to dive the location, especially with tall tales, because there is specific outposts sometimes that you need to visit. So you do that, and that's how you start the Shroud Breaker. Then you need to go find a mysterious stranger to talk to. I recommend listening to his story just so that you know what's going on, but you might find some important clues to the lore and storyline of the game. Okay, so again, I recommend reading through the book and kind of getting the storyline. You don't have to do that. I'm going to post a link in the description of the video that has a walkthrough guide for each one of these tall tales. So again, you don't have to read them. If you want to figure it out for yourselves though, you're going to have to read through them. The only other option is to go to the website that I'm going to leave in the description and look through that. After reading through, we realized that our island was an uncharted island, N13. Now, from what I understand, all of the first part of this voyage should all point to N13. Once you get to N13, you got to find this ship underwater and get into the captain's quarters where you'll find the ship's logs. When you find the ship's logs, it's going to add some more pages to your tall tale book. Swim back to your ship and evaluate the new steps. Now this is where it can get tricky. If the logbook describes a chain of islands or a clump of islands, it's fairly likely referring to Snake Island. If you read about a fortified island, the log is talking about a fort. A large tangled nest of islands has also been known to be Sharkbait Cove. A large island with tall arches has indicated Thieves Haven. Small shallow isles has described Old Salt Atoll. The island in these descriptions are not your final destination. Instead, these islands should help you locate the island where the crew actually threw the chest overboard. The ancient chest can be found almost anywhere. However, it has been most commonly found at Paradise Spring, Snake Island, Devil's Ridge, Lookout Point, Chicken Isle, Fool's Lagoon, and Cutlass Cay. Our island just so happened to be Chicken Isle. Once we found the chest, you got to open it, and there's a crab totem inside along with more notes. There are 6 possible totems you might find, and each totem acts as a key to a vault on a specific island. The pages added to your book will give you a hint as to which island corresponds with the totem you found. If the hint is not enough, a boar totem is Devil's Ridge, a crab totem is the uncharted Isle of N13, a moon totem is Crescent Isle, a scarab totem, Crook's Hollow, snake totem, Mermaid's Hideaway, shark totem, Kraken's Fall. Find your totem's island on your map and set sail. The little pressure plate that you see is where you set the totem. This unlocks the vault and then you can go inside. Also, when you get inside, light the braziers. These 6 islands have a secret ancient vault hidden within them. They can only be opened by placing the corresponding totem in the lock to the ancient vault door. Upon unlocking the ancient vault, you will also unlock the vault of the ancient's commendation. Each vault has a puzzle in the book that is entered from left to right. So, after you light the braziers, the pillars will light up, and you gotta match the symbols to the symbols that you have found in your book. You go and press the button after you've entered the 3rd one, you will be given a map. And the map will show you where to find the medallions that you need to enter into the altar that'll unlock the Shroud Breaker. Once you've gotten all the medallions and placed them into the altar, hit the button and the door will open to the Shroud Breaker. Next, you need to take that Shroud Breaker back to the closest mysterious stranger you could find to complete the tall tale.